All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome. Happy Wednesday. Almost the last Wednesday of the month, second to the last. Welcome to today's Microsoft Flight Simulator live stream. I'm your host and pilot, Uncle B, as always. Today, we are back in the Junkers 52, our second stream of the week. This will be it for the week until on Monday. So we have we're going to take off from Blythe where we landed on Monday. We're going to take off from this runway here because it's a little bit long and I think we'll be fine. We're going to hang a left and capture this VORTAC right here over Palm Springs. Oops, let's get rid of that. Over near Palm Springs, and then we're going to continue on to another VORTAC right here in Pomona. And then we're going to turn a little bit more northwest and intercept this fixed point right here, Umber, and then we're going to turn in and land on runway 16 right, and we're going to tune into that localizer DME at the end of the runway to help us line up, and we'll be on the ground after that, and then we will wrap things up for the week and take a little break for Thanksgiving and all that. But I want to start off with a couple of shout outs before we get started. So make sure I do this right. Of course, to my number one moderator, my brother across the pond, Watt Mickford. We had a great time on the farm last night. I think we were on for almost 6 hours. So yeah, give him a follow. He does a lot of different stuff. He does Minecraft, Farming Simulator 22, Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. Although he gets a little, he can get a little uppity about that. He's not always happy about the multiplayer, but he gives it a go. Does all kinds of different stuff. He's always finding different games to play. Sometimes they're like puzzle related, stuff like that. So do give him a follow. Greatly appreciate that. Hey, sorry about that, Aussie fan. Hello, welcome. Thank you for the follow the other day. Appreciate that very much. Yeah, I saw you flying with Infidel. So yeah, thank you. Yeah, the ad thing. See, it's weird because I normally it seems like it takes a while for the ads to kick in, and then all of a sudden. But lately, it's been like right after I start the stream, the ads start. So I don't know. Maybe I need to give it a couple minutes before I start talking. That way, if there are ads, it just gets them out the way. So yeah, I apologize about that. I've tried to find a way to get it to where it's like it goes at a certain point, and either I'm doing something wrong or not doing. I don't know. I'll have to look at it again. Um, so speaking of infidel, morning Mick. Uh, there we go. Now I got an official shout out for him. So yeah, go check him out. He streams. I don't think he has a set schedule other than I think he streams in the evening. It's usually about 8 or so in the evening my time that I think he's been on. But if you're able to, do give him a follow. You're more than welcome to fly with him. I think usually. Morning, Jody. So yeah, he's awesome. And then also give a follow to Sparky. Sparky 86, Sparky Pilot 86. She just completed her check ride. I think Monday or Sunday or anyway. She just got her check ride for her private pilot's license, and she's going to keep after it and do more with it. She wants to get her instrument rating and then maybe even become a pilot instructor, stuff like that. So do give her a follow. She's really awesome. If you watch her streams, she goes through a lot of the stuff that she's learned while she's gone through, getting her private pilot's license. So if you want to learn more about that sort of thing, or you want some more of that immersion, I guess, do give her a follow. All kinds of great, interesting information there. Oh, there you are. Okay. Welcome back, Aussie Holden. So yeah, thank you for the follow. I was trying to say that, and you, I think you were still watching the ads. So sorry about that. I don't know what it is that I'm trying to figure out a way, because normally it doesn't start. Like I'll be in the air for a little bit and then the ads will start. But lately it's been like as soon as I start the stream up, and so maybe I need to check that and before I start talking, let the ads go and then we can get started. So anyway, um, so yeah, nice to have you all here. So it says we got about a 2.5 hour, 2 hours, almost 3 hour flight. I think we'll get there much quicker. The longest leg we have from Blythe to Palm Springs, the Vortac here, that is 87 nautical miles. And then our second longest part of the trip will be from Palm Springs over here to Pomona. And then from there, I think that's the shortest part here. Well, the second to shortest. Hold on a second. Yeah, 44 nautical miles, and then from there it's just we're going to turn in, and bam, we'll be on the ground there in Van Nuys. So this is an airport I don't think we've been here before. I know we've taken off and landed at Bob Hope, but we're gonna land here today, and then next week we'll continue from here and maybe head up the. We may get all the way up to. I think we'll try to get to Monterey on Monday. I don't think that'll be a very bad flight up the coast there in the Junkers 52. So yeah, that should be good. Oh, let me get back to the chat here now that so that's what we got going on today. If anybody has any questions or anything that I'm saying that somebody's like, I don't know what this is, or oh, I will accept. Yeah, cool. So yeah, we're on the Southeast Asia server. And this is our route for today. Of course, these are all commands that you can use if you want to fly with me, and I'm talking, and you can always use those like everybody else, almost every other streamer that is doing multiplayer stuff. So yeah, this is the plan for today. So if anybody has any questions before I start, more than welcome to ask them. I'll try to answer them, and then we'll get started here in just a minute. I'm going to have a little bit more of my coffee and all that, and we'll get started. Now we're on the with this we're gonna do. I have it set for some clouds, not a. So that's what we've been flying with when we've been doing this. We don't have to worry about an altimeter reading or anything. It's already set at 299 or 2. So our altitudes are all we're under standard stuff. So we just have a few clouds to make the sky a little bit interesting. When it's always sunny, it kind of gets it's a little bit boring. So with the few clouds setting, this is perfect, because then we have we'll have some nice light, and with some clouds with the sunrise and everything. But yeah, we'll start here on this runway. But if you want to start somewhere else, one of the other runways, you're more than welcome to. If you do want to join me in the air once I'm on my way, you're more than welcome to do that. So I'm going to step away for just a moment, and when I come back, we will. After last night's fiasco, what was last night's fiasco? Huh? Well, we can have a calm flight. Yeah, I don't see why we couldn't. Oh, you mean after Saturday's fiasco? When you're well, see, that's the great thing about the Junkers is it doesn't have all that. Uh-oh, and the game shut down on you. That's okay, Aussie Holden fan. We got a few minutes. Go ahead and take your time, get it reloaded. It's not a problem at all. We got a few minutes to go, so before I get ready to go. So you're more than welcome to restart and get yourself sorted again. And so yeah, that's perfectly fine. All right, I'm going to step away for just a moment, and I'll be right back. Oh yes, Mick. For those of you who didn't doesn't know what Mick is talking about, last night after we ended his stream, we spent probably another hour or two looking for a particular thing um, to for his farm, and we it turns out it was with the new platinum content for Farming Simulator 22. And so then we had to make sure all that was downloaded, and then finally we found it, but it was like 1, almost 2 o'clock in the morning on his side of the world, and um, yeah. So, oh no, that's fine, Mick. No, I don't think we'll have that kind of problem today. One other person I want to give a shout out to, and he's not been in the channel, but I want to. So with the new A310, right? It's the study level airliner that we've gotten. Like everybody's gotten. It's for Xbox and PC. Um, the Not to say I'm not dissing on builds and their tutorials and everything, but they're very long. And what 737 has done, the NG drive, or 737 NG drive, he's a real world pilot, and then what he's done is he's broken down every part of the tutorial into smaller sections, which makes it so much easier to understand. And so, if you're looking for a way to learn how to fly that plane and learn the systems and all that, that is where to go. And I think he also has done tutorials on the PMDG 737. Um, so if you're looking for information about that, if you own it and you're still like perplexed by it, go check him out. But that A310 tutorial, so much easier. He breaks it down into smaller sections from starting the aircraft up to the pushback to the takeoff, the climb, the cruise, the descent, landing, all that stuff. It's covered in like very easy to understand videos. So If you're looking for information on that, do go check them out. Anyway, all right. I think that covers all that for now. Uh, let's let's get ready to go here. I think. Let me spawn in on the runway. We'll get the time adjusted because I think what'll happen is it'll say like 11:47, but we'll dial it back so we have some nice sunrise light, and we'll land. Although it's like 4:30 in the morning on the West Coast, so all right, let's go ahead and get in here, and I got to get my. Let's get our 11550. Okay. Oh, that's a nice picture. Oh.
Bravo Lima Hotel traffic junkers Delta. Charlie Delta Lima Hotel 1 tree taking off runway tree 5 departure to the north.
That's right, it's a non-towered. All right, so we got a few minutes here. Let's get this all set up. That's very easy. And let's get this on. And that on. Oh, the time. Let's dial back the time just a bit here. We don't want like a late morning going on noon. We want some nice morning sun. All right, that should do. That's even a little bit higher than I would have thought it would have been. Let's dial it back a little bit more. I don't want the sun up that high just yet. There we go. That's better. Oh, I just heard somebody go by. Oh, there he is. Holden's in the Tomcat. Nice. I like it. I can put this on dim. That's fine. Okay, I think that's all set. We can turn off the taxi lights. Yep, everything else should be all set now. My altimeter should be all correct. Yep. All right. Let's go. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Up. Hold up. I forgot something here. I forgot my fuel and weight. Oopsie daisy. I think what we'll do is we're going to go to about 75% on the tank. Let's go 70. Yeah. Let's add some weight in the back. Nice. Oh, 210. So one of the things I know they've been talking about that hopefully will get fixed soon is the bridges in Microsoft Flight Simulator. So hopefully we will be able to start flying under some bridges in the Tomcat in the near future. I was hoping the Delta model would be out already for the Tomcat. Hopefully that arrives soon. Um, all right, let's go. Now we're all set. Good thing I caught that. Away we go. Where's young Addie's at him? I told we were gonna have story time. He's gonna miss it. All right, away we go. All right, next heading will be 270.
Los Angeles Center, Junkers Delta, Charlie Delta Lima Hotel 1 Tree, is type Junkers JU 52 3 miles north of Kilo Bravo Lima Hotel 900 feet. Request flight following. Junkers Delta, Charlie Delta Lima Hotel 1 Tree, Los Angeles Center, 16164. Squawk 4464 Junkers Hotel 1 Tree. Roger, Junkers Hotel 1 Tree.
Away we go. Now, the question is going to be, folks, are we going to have to get the plane to get up in the air a little bit more? And I think we're going to have to, because we're going to have to go over that right in front of us coming up here. It's like a big solar farm here. All right. Dialed in so that all right, now this is going to be the tricky part here. All right, yeah, I do too. That's one of my most favorite planes. I built models of it when I was a kid. Of course, Top Gun, gotta love it in Top Gun. Yeah, it is one of I was so pleased when that came out in the sim, and I love just starting it up. That is like one of my most favorite things to do is just starting that plane up. Because every time I do it, I get the goosebumps, and I'm like, man, yeah, it's great stuff. Totally love that plane. All right, let's get our turn these lights off. I should have gotten my runway picture here. Whoa. Once we're in the air a little bit more and we're on our way, I'll pop outside and get a... It's interesting. I think this Vortac must not be very high powered because we're not getting the signal yet. Maybe because of these low mountains right here in front of us. So hopefully, once we're on the other side of it, we're going to start getting our signal here. We'll fly this needle straight to the Vortac and then go from there. Yeah, the only other fighter jet I really love flying is the F-15, especially the E model, because it's got that when if you're outside and you hit the throttles and you hear there's like the actuators or something, I think they call it. It's the most amazing sound. Yeah, that's the only other one I truly love flying. All right, there we are. We're making it. We're getting there. There's some trees up here, Vic. I think you could put a cabin up here and you'd be okay. You know, you put a little cabin with a little porch out front. You could just have your lattes in the morning or in the afternoon, whichever one you prefer. Got a nice view all around. We'll just airdrop you some stroop waffles every once in a while. Oh, Mick, I put that clip in your Discord. I put the thing for that video I was telling you about last night. All right, now I think we need to get off the throttles a bit. Oh, we need to also add some heat here, I believe. That will go 30. That should be good. Now, the reason why I do all this, even though it's not really impacting us, it's that eventually what we want to do, oh, good, is we want to start doing things a little bit more realistically. So I want to try to get in the habit of doing things correctly when possible so that we get, we start doing things a little bit more realistically, that we're developing some good habits. So, but in due time, that will happen. Surprised we still haven't picked up the it was 11550, right? Yeah. All right. So it just may be the mountains are still blocking the signals, so we'll get there. All right. Let's get outside here. Oh, look at that shot. There we go. That's what I'm talking about right there. Oh, that's a good one too. Oh, I like that. Going through the clouds. Look at that. And let's get a hazy sunrise picture there with the... There we go. We got our flight photos for the flight. We'll go up on Discord. Right, there we are. Let's go ahead and bring our mixture down. Let's go ahead. let's see. Oh, we don't need the off. All right. Now, where is young Addie's? We're about to have story time, and I know where he is. He said he had to go to the job center, I think, today. He had an appointment over there or something. But anyway, so story time, right? As you all know, tomorrow is Thanksgiving here in America, United States. And, it's one of those times for family gatherings and stuff like that, and lots of food, and of course American football, and as they call it, the food coma, because you eat so much, and you got that one chemical in turkey that if you eat enough of it, you fall asleep on the couch while the football game's on, and stuff like that. And I was thinking about, when I was in Germany, for instance, when you're a single soldier in the barracks, and this was more so when I was over, in Germany than anywhere else in my military career, that, when it was Thanksgiving or like Christmas or stuff like that, some of the married folks would have the single guys over for dinner, or in some cases, if you were like on duty that day or that night, somebody will bring you a plate of food so that you had, some kind of sense of home. Because when you're overseas, that's all the family you've got, really, is the people that you're serving with. Granted, you're not going to like everybody in your family, of course, but people were generous enough to invite you over to their house for a Thanksgiving meal, and whether it was ham or turkey or whatever it was, it was nice, because then it made you think of, at least you were somewhere where you felt like it was like a family kind of setting. And then I was thinking about how this time 12 years ago, I was on my way home from Iraq, and our tour was over, and we had packed up, we turned everything over, the aid station over to the next unit that took over. We did a handoff, I guess you could call it, and so we're on our way home, and we had all our bags packed, and we had everything. They'd put us like in temporary places to sleep until we were, ready to go, and so we had everything packed. We had all of our bags that we were going to put on a truck that would go to the airfield, and then it would be loaded onto the aircraft. Well, with it being Thanksgiving, the pilots and the aircrew decided, no, we're going to stay in Baghdad for the night. After Thanksgiving, we'll resume flights tomorrow. So we had to stay an extra day, which was, I guess, in a way okay, because then we still got to enjoy some kind of a Thanksgiving meal, because we got over to the dining facility, and they had a bunch of turkeys, ham, stuffing, mashed potatoes, vegetables, bread, whatever, candied yams, all that stuff, sweet potato pie, all that kind of stuff. So in a way, it was good, because if we'd been in the air and then we landed and then we didn't get that, we would have been like, eh. I think we would have been okay with it, but because I think everybody was itching to get home. But yeah, when because the pilots and all that, it's really up to them. If they say, yeah, we're gonna stay overnight, that's their call. I think they want to enjoy some Thanksgiving as well. So yeah, I was just thinking about that when you're, especially the times when I was over in Germany, somebody would invite me over to their house and just have all kinds of food. And of course, then you have, you can take some leftovers with you, or, slice of pumpkin pie or sweet potato pie or something like that. It was good. But I was thinking, man, we were stuck in Iraq for like an extra day or two, and I was trying to remember when we left Baghdad. We flew somewhere else, but I don't know where it was that we flew. Morning, Amela. How are you? Nice to see you here. Uh, so that's the only thing I'm like trying to remember where. I don't remember where it was. I just remember it seemed like we were kind of out in the middle of nowhere for, I guess, for good reasons, or I don't know. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Um, yeah, just I guess Joseph missed story time. The end. Yeah, I was just thinking about that the last few days. And, you think about where you've been and you're not home, and you think about those more than when you're home. I think those memories of that sort of thing. So, oh well, young Addie's missed it. That's okay. I'm doing okay. Yeah, we had a good time on the farm last night. Mick and I ended up staying on even longer to try to look for some stuff for his farm, and uh, we spent another hour or two afterwards trying to sort that out. And so, yeah, yeah, I'm doing good. Just cruising along here, heading toward Van Nuys. Still haven't picked up our vortex signal yet. I reckon we've been about maybe 10, 15 nautical miles. I don't think we've been that far in. Maybe 10 nautical miles by now. Yeah, I think Joseph said he had to go to the job center today. He had an appointment or something. He was going to go get his hair did. Yeah. Yeah, Mick. Yeah. At that point, I'd just be like, ah, screw it. I might as well not even go to sleep. I might as well just stay up even longer. The heck with it. Yeah, it was good stuff. So yeah, we got quite a few people in. Thank you again, Aussie Holden fan, Sparky Pilot, Iceman 333 for the follows here in the last day or two. Greatly appreciate your support. I ate dinner kind of late, so it was something like I had a ham and cheese sandwich because we got done, like it was like 8, almost 8:30 here when Mick and I finally called it quits after we finally found everything we needed or that he wanted for the farm next time around. So, yeah, I was looking at the time and I was like, it kept getting later, and I'm just like, oh, I got to eat something. So I just had a quick ham and cheese sandwich. Nothing exciting because I was like, oh, there we go. Now we got our signal. There. Ugh, excuse me. There we go. We're gonna fly that needle now. We're gonna keep heading. Hopefully, we keep climbing. We got to climb a little bit more. Oh, thank you, Hossy Holden fan. Glad to have you along in the Tomcat. I like doing that sometimes. I've done that with Captain Arash and Scruffy Tam. If somebody's flying along in a smaller plane, and I got the ability to hop in the Tomcat and have some fun. I think one of the times I did it was when Scruffy was over in Australia, and they were near the Great Barrier Reef, and because I saw it, I went out a little bit over the water, and I posted a picture in Scruffy's screenshot area on his Discord, and I was like, I asked Oz because Oz is from Australia, and I said, "What is that out there?" And he said, "Oh, that's the Great Barrier Reef." And I was like, "Ah!" So I, cruising over the Great Barrier with the Tomcat. So it was a lot of fun. I cannot wait for them to get the last iteration of the Tomcat out into the sim, the Super Tomcat. So hopefully that comes out soon. I know Dean's been working on it. I think the Harrier's getting released here pretty soon. So I'll put that on the wish list. There's so much fighter aircraft stuff, and it's just like, I just don't, maybe down the road I would get it, but Port Arthur, yes. I think, I want to, well, I'm trying to remember. I did fly with Captain Arash when he was in Australia. And I did the flight when they went over to New Zealand. I think I did part of that. I haven't flown with him in a while. I was going to fly with him Sunday in the A310, and I could not. That freaking plane about did me in. I was here in my recliner all day. Like, I got up in the morning, I had my coffee, had a little something to eat, and I saw him streaming, and he was like, "Oh, come on, it'll be fine." And I'm like, "All right, I'll take the challenge." Boy, that plane did not make any sense to me, and so finally I was just like, yeah, I think I'm just going to listen to the stream in the background. I'm going to try to learn some stuff about this plane. I don't know anything about what I'm doing here. So, yeah, I haven't flown with him in a while, and I know he's had to cancel a couple of his flights or streams because he's been busy at work, so, yeah, but, I think we flew around the Port Arthur area. I might be wrong. It's like I fly so much, sometimes I forget where I've been, and so I know Scruffy's doing he's streaming this morning here, I think in about 6 minutes or so. He's doing that golf cart stream where somebody's made a golf cart and he's got a whole plan to have some fun. So, yeah. All right, we have 52 nautical miles. So we're almost halfway to our first VORTAC out there in Palm Springs. Very posh area, Palm Springs. A lot of mid-century homes out there in Palm Springs still. Mid-century modern, I think it's called. Yeah, mid-century modern. Or they call them, I think the other nickname was Atomic Ranches. But yeah, they have I think there's a whole area still out there in Palm Springs that has those homes. And so if you're interested in architecture, Palm Springs, Miami for sure. Those are the two places I've been through Palm Springs. I never really stopped off, but everything I read, if you're like into a big fan of mid-century modern architecture, that's one of the places to go. If you like Art Deco sort of stuff, Miami definitely is a good place to go. Into those sorts of things. Not everybody is, of course. Well, architecture, gee whiz, it's just a building. Ugh. So I think Monday we'll get up to Monterey, and then we may go from Monterey. We may do a short flight Wednesday from Monterey up to San Francisco. I think it'd be kind of amazing to fly the Ukers 52 into San Francisco. We'll try to come in over the bridges like we normally have done in the past when you guys see me fly in the Bay Area. I call out, the Dumbarton, the San Mateo, all that kind of stuff, so we know where we are. So yeah, I'd like to come in kind of up through San Jose, and on into San Francisco. We may do that Monday. I don't know. We may go to Monterey, or we may skip Monterey altogether and go right on up to San Francisco. I haven't decided yet. No, it's showing the Cessna Citation, I think, Aussie. It was like a business jet. You were right in front of me and I saw it. But it's weird because I own it, but maybe because I'm not flying it. It's not showing it. But Yeah, it looked like you were like in a business jet, doing doing sharp maneuvers in a Cessna citation or longitude, something like that. All right, let's have a look outside here. Or what we may do, I don't know. We may do it where we may fly up all the way to San Francisco, and we'll come in over. Yeah, see there. Yep. It says Tomcat name, but you're in a business jet there. That's weird because normally I would think that I'd be able to see it since I own it, but I don't know. It's one of those weird things. Yeah, we may do that. We may kind of turn it into a bit of a touristy sort of flight. We may come in from the South Bay. Yeah, matter of fact, maybe we could do that. We'll come in from through San Jose, go up the East Bay, right? Come around on the East Bay side, past where I grew up. Come around, go go out over the Gold Gate Bridge, come back around, and and then land at San Francisco that way. Yeah, maybe we'll try to do that. Do a little bit of sightseeing along the way as well, or kind of sightseeing. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do Monday. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. I like that idea. So yeah, maybe Monday will be a bit of a longer flight than we've normally done. I am considering maybe next month, maybe in January. I don't know yet. I don't know. I have to really think about it and I have to plan it. We may do a a long flight. I don't know how long, but we may do a airliner service or something. I don't know yet. Something a little bit longer than an hour or two. But I have to really plan that out. I don't want to just say I'll do it and then it's like I don't have, like, I gotta have stuff to eat. I gotta take breaks. I gotta stretch because if I when I do these long flights, I gotta move around. Otherwise, I get all tight. My muscles get tightened up and everything. So I gotta stretch and all that. And I gotta eat stuff that will keep me going, keep my energy up. Not drinking sports drinks. So Joseph, if you're already getting ready to say, "Oh, just drink Red Bulls or Monster," no. I need something with protein, something that's going to help me get through the flight. But I'm thinking about it. I just don't know uh, when we'll do it. So a little blown off course here. I still need to get back into the Concorde and do a Concorde flight. I forgot about it. I stepped aside from it, and I do need to get back in there, starting it up again, trying to get through all the systems and learning, make sure I do everything, and then I don't know. Maybe if I could do that, I've been wanting to do it, and I totally forgot about it. So we may do that at some point. because that's about a 4 hour. I thought it was much quicker, but it's like a 4 hour flight. And then, but that's not including doing all the startup and everything. So yeah. Now, one of the things that I was thinking about doing eventually, because I'm just thinking about how 737 did his stream when he was showing all the like the checklist. All right, take care, Milla. We'll see you later. Enjoy your Wednesday. Try not to work too hard. Try not to eat all the food in New York City. Save some for everybody else. So, for those of you who don't know, like on the 737 over here, there's like this iPad sort of thing, right? And it has, you can click on it and you can do all kinds of stuff that you have to do it on that. Like the fuel, for instance. You know, like when I added the fuel using this earlier, right? You can't use that on the A310. You can't do it that way. Okay, sounds good, Holden. Yeah, do your thing. It's all good. We got plenty of flying still left. So, he talks about when he's doing the checklist, he does it like he would as an airline pilot. We do the checklist to the line, below the line, and then we do the next thing. Like it's very methodical because that's what they have to do. It's they have to do it a certain way so that they don't miss anything. And I'd like to find a way to start doing that. Although it makes the stream longer, but also it's like it's hard for, because like my laptop is to my left, right? So it's not like it's within eyesight. While I'm flying, I can look down and see that somebody like Mix just put something in the chat. So when I'm doing like the checklist, if I do it the way it's supposed to be done correctly, it would be hard for me to keep an eye on the chat as well. That's why, like this plane, it takes a while for it to start up. There's like a whole very long checklist, and so that's why I just start on the runway, and but yeah, it's so I'm just trying to figure out how I can do that, where it would add maybe a little bit more immersion, make it a little bit more, not that I would probably do it correctly right off the bat, but at least I think it'd be something interesting for everybody to watch. It would give people time to come in and into the chat for a while or something, and but it would make things a lot longer. That's the only thing. We'll see what. Let's see. We are 32, just under 32 nautical miles. We're more than halfway there. First vortex. So I think we have to be worried about. There's this larger mountain that we may have to, a little bit higher, that we may have to climb over. So I wish I could find there is a checklist for this that I found online, but I think it's all in German. So it would be, I'm not that fluent in enough to translate it and know what it's talking about. Other than I can try to find like the some of the buttons, but that's like in the standard version. This is the retro, so this has a lot more. We'll get through these clouds, and then we'll see where we are. We may have to pull back and get the plane to climb higher. Pardon me, folks. All right, that's better. All right, so let's see what we got here. Once we get all these clouds, we'll see where we're at. All right. Okay. Here, I'll follow the same, roughly the same headings, kinda. Ooh, Holden's in the F-18 now. Nice. I think the Concorde's one of those planes that everybody was like really keen about it, I think, at first. But I don't think anybody's really done an in-depth tutorial on it. Like, you know, not like Dean or somebody doing it, but like another simmer who can, in a way like 737 did with the A310, just break it down into chunks. So uh-oh. That's weird. See, it showed you like going below, like you were like going into the ground or something. It's weird. It does that every so often. I don't know why. Oops, I gotta get a little off course. Alright, let's see if we kind of feel like we're going to have to maybe pull up a little bit more, but I might be panicking too for no particular reason. I just like to get up a little bit higher. I just have to pull back on this little bit just to get some altitude. Make sure we clear all this stuff. I don't want to stall the plane either. Let's even this out a little bit. Now I think we're climbing a little bit. Alright, I think we're good. We just have to be worried about that area right there. you go? Oh, there he is. Ooh. I didn't get a good look to see if that actually shows you in the F-18. Let's have a look again when you come by Holden. I climbed way up there. All right, just under 17 nautical miles. 8. Oh, yeah, yeah. I just saw the thing said it blocked out. Oh, that's try to keep the lights on that way. Lights on the flight deck. But I think they're all very short ads. Well, at least I hope they're interesting ads. Okay. See, I don't know. I never know what kind of ads they're showing you guys. Like, I don't know if they're at least entertaining or interesting or informative, or I don't know. I don't have any say over what ads you're. Ooh, whoa, we're getting a little blown off here. Bit of a wind gust there. If I had my wish, right above me. Oh yeah, I see you. Yep. It'd be like car stuff or something interesting that. But I don't have any say in the matter. Ground ads. Okay. we're going to try to stay to the right of this area here. But it says it's the vortex, like right over this way somewhere. Where's he at now? Oh, there he is. Almost. We're almost there for our first one. Oh, no, that's definitely not an F-18, I don't think. Did not look like it. Brood Quasar. Okay, that's an interesting A320 there. That should be at Palm Springs there, that airport there. Yeah, maybe if we do a long flight, like if we end up doing the Concorde flight, we'll do the I'll try to make it where the ads are only like 2 of them, but they're going to be like a minute and a half each, because I think they want at least a 3.5 minute ads each time, a total. So yeah, a longer stream, definitely I would get more ad revenue out of a longer one. I've been thinking about that, because it's like the shorter streams I don't think I'm generating enough ad revenue. But sometimes I don't have any choice but to do a shorter one, because I either have other things I need to get done, or the days that I have to cancel streams, or whatever. It's kind of like part of you wants to stream tomorrow, but it's like it's the holidays, and I don't know. I don't think. Yeah, it's definitely not a 18. So, like the person who did the redid the Charles Lindbergh flight in the Spirit of St. Louis, he gained like a boatload of followers while he was streaming. But that's a lot of time, like 31 hours. I don't think my back could handle sitting for 31 hours and not getting up, stretching. Oh, I do too. I love flying inverted. I think that's the F-35, I think, over there. I've done it a couple times in the F-14. I think the last time I flew the F-14 just for fun, I stalled the engine and got it restarted. I don't know how I did that, but I did. And then I flew over the city inverted. So I do like to do that too. I definitely appreciate that. Not everybody's a fan of it though. When I streamed it, everyone was like, "No, don't go upside down." I've gotten pretty good, I think, just using the standard controller, trying to keep the plane from crashing, but it's not easy. My thumb gets a little worn out after a while. All right, 5 nautical miles. Still got to turn a little bit more here. So yeah, we should be around about Palm Springs there, I believe. Have you conferred with the board of directors there, Mick, about tonight, or is that still an ongoing discussion? I just wish. I don't know why the phone hasn't changed like this. Meeting is on and off at the moment. Ah, okay. Gotcha. No worries. Alright, 2 nautical miles, so should be it looks okay. Is that the airport? Is that Palm Springs Airport? Should see. I thought they were in Palm Springs. They might be somewhere else. Okay, we passed over it. All right. I think we did. Where's the? Nope. It's like over here. Palm Springs Airport should be, because we've landed there in Palm Springs before. That the airport should be, I think, right around here, maybe. Can't see it because of the clouds. I think the airport's over here. Yeah, we've flown out here before. Get over here. All right. Well, either way, I think we're. Yeah, we're past it now. All right, let's get our next 11040. Okay. Oops. There we are. And that's going to be on a heading of 268. So we got to turn this way. We got to cut. We're going to cut through right here. There we go. This one's 69 nautical miles. So hopefully once we get through these mountainous areas, we'll pick up our next signal. The other thing too with the longer oh, touchdown Palm Springs, nice. Okay, yeah, there it is. Yep. So where we flew over here before we came in, because I think we flew from south of Palm Springs and came up through the mountains and all that, and then landed there. I remember that. I forget what we flew it in though. I think we just did a flying tour that day or something. Yeah, I'll start working on the next legs of things. Tomorrow, Friday. I don't know. Work on it throughout the weekend. Get that all put together and then get that posted. But yeah, I think we'll go all the way up to San Francisco on it might be a bit of a flight though. But I think we can do that on Monday just to get that done. Right. There is Southern California there ahead of us. Pacific Ocean's out there somewhere. A lot of wind farms out here. A lot of golf courses, of course. Courses, of course. Oh, look at the shadows from the. Oh, that's pretty cool. All the wind farm there, big wind farm out here. I don't know if it's. I have a family friend who lives out here. I don't know how much power this really generates, but I might have to ask my mom to ask her. Oh, nice. Yep, we still got a bit more to go. Haven't picked up our second Vortac out here over Pomona. Pomona, which way is Pomona? That way, towards LA. Most people probably don't know the quote from that, what movie that is I'm quoting. Alpha Fields of Pomona. There we go. We just picked up our signals. We are just under 60 nautical miles to our next port tap there. You know, it's interesting to think how much agriculture used to be in Southern California. I don't think there's any agriculture left at all. Alpha fields, you had, maybe, I don't know if they grew oranges in Southern California. They might have. I don't think there's any farms left in Southern California. Oh, look at all that. Even more here. All right. Let's see. Slowly making our way there. West Coast. Southern California. Oh, I hear it. Where is he? I hear him. There he is. See, yeah, like it shows you like in a some kind of an airliner, Golden, not the F-18. Now, I would have to admit, if you take off from Palm Springs in the F-14, go low and fast through here, that would be fantastic, actually. Try to stay as low as possible through here and then blast out over the Pacific. Call in the Miramar and land at Miramar, maybe. Yeah, that would be fun, I think. I feel confident that we can start losing just a smidge of altitude here. Not a lot, but just kind of do a little bit of a descent. Start leading off a little bit of altitude. Now, when we get to March Air Force Base, nice. We have to be at, we only have to be at 6,000 when we get to Umber, and we descend from there. So March Air Force Base should be right up here somewhere. If we're talking to them, they got to be right around here somewhere. I don't remember where. Let's have a look at our sky vector charts. Riverside March. So we passed Palm Springs. So if March Air Force Base, Riverside March is in the, we're in the vicinity of that. So yeah, I think it's like right up. So, coming through out of these mountains, we should have passed a Banning Municipal Airport. Right down, that should be Banning right there, Municipal Airport, yep. So, March Air Force Base, Riverside is right over here. Could be behind the clouds, but yeah, that's where that is. Alright, so we know where we are, roughly. Do appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out today. Hopefully you've all enjoyed the flight so far. Oh, now you're in the DC-3. Ooh, nice. Yes, that was Banning back there. So Yeah, I think March, Riverside. Now, for those of you, yep, I see you in the DC3 right there. Hold. Yep. For those of you who do not know, Riverside used to host a. They had a racetrack here that's no longer in existence. It's all housing. Very well-known racetrack in the. Okay, Para. Little beans. Yeah, they used to do Can-Am races there. Over the 5,000, maybe. Get a little off track here. Yeah. The IMSA GT cars used to race there back in the day. Alright, we are 43 nautical miles away. To your left, a dam. I don't know. There might be a dam out here somewhere. I've never really been around the area, so I can't say for sure. It's possible. I mean, I've been through on this freeway out through going towards Arizona. But yeah, there might be a dam out there. There are some like what do you call it? I can't even think of the name of it now. But yeah, I would think there is, but reservoirs, yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, it is slow. Yeah, but it's a fantastic plane. Once you kind of figure it out, it's a lot of fun, I think. Yeah, I think there are dammed up like reservoirs here in Southern California, but I don't think the water's been very well managed. That's the sense that I've gotten from people who lived in the area, but I don't know. I haven't been down this way in ages. All right, let's see here. NC Bleagle. probably butchering that name, but anyway, they've been sitting there for a while, so they must be out at a what could they possibly be? Way out, maybe maybe Long Beach or Fullerton. They've been in the A320. They've been sitting there for a while, so. But hey, that's their business, not ours. All right. Excuse me. You're probably actually going faster than I can in this. Yeah, I can imagine it probably feels very slow compared to an F-18 or an F-14. No, it wasn't. That's the bad thing about multiplayer. So we all owned the plane, but when you flew over, it was like something else. It wasn't the DC-3. I don't get that. Like, why can't they just show like we all have it? I don't understand it. And that's one of the things I think they need to fix. All right. I don't have a rolling cache. I turned that off actually, Aussie. So yeah, I don't know. And since I'm on the PC, or on the Xbox, there's no other cache to clear. But I had the rolling cache on before, but not anymore. And because I'm on the S, there's no other cache to, like, I can't see any other cache to clear out. So, but it's a known issue. Like, people who fly is like, so that's what puzzles me is if everybody has the DC-3, right? Why isn't it showing as a DC-3? Why is it showing as something else? That doesn't make any sense to me. All right, making our way to Pomona. Still, we got just under 20, or just under 30 nautical miles. Because that's what everybody says is like, well, you have to own the plane, or, you know, it has to be installed. I've got the DC-3 installed, so I don't know why it's not showing a DC-3. that's the part that I don't understand. But I don't know how all that stuff works, so no idea. Oh, look at that. We could finally sit over here in the co-pilot seat and get a better view out this side. Oh, let's ride over here for a while and see how this goes. Play the first officer for a bit. See, that's the bad part, is you can't zoom in on those instruments. You have to. Isn't it showing the? I wonder if I have to dial it in over here as well. Is it 11040? Let's see if we dial it in over here as well. Alright, now it's showing. Ooh, somebody's in a big 29. Alright, we can continue on there, so we're within distance that it's going to tell us to go that way. Continue on. So, 3 nautical miles. Should be somewhere, I think it's going to be up somewhere along in here. And then we have a localizer DME 11130. So as always, what we've been doing, folks, is we come in nice and flat. There's plenty of runway there at Van Nuys. I picked the longest one, so we'll try to come in flat over the runway, bleed off a little bit of speed, set it down, get the plane under control, park it, all that good stuff. Call it a day. Matter of fact, while we're on our way still, let me get this hub stuff plugged in. So, as soon as we conclude the flight, I can submit my pirate. KBLH to KVNY. Should be it. Alright, so now we just gotta put our times in. Set. Alright, good stuff. Oh, yep, I see it now. A lot of aviation places were here. Lockheed used to be out of here, Southern California. And a lot of SoCal speed shops, a lot of the hot rods, uh, modifying the Model Ts and stuff like that. The Model T, Model A or Model T, Model A. Anyway, a lot of hot rod culture was started here in Southern California. All right, we're almost there. And we have a little last bit of the trip here coming up. 44 nautical miles. So we still we're gonna have to kind of skirt along over here, I believe, as we head a bit more north towards Van Nuys. So we're gonna keep an eye on that, and then but we'll keep losing some altitude so that we're ready to land. We're set up for success, hopefully. We've got our final approach heading. We've got our localizer DME for the ILS approach. So we will. Now, what we'll do, like we've done before, as long as we can keep the signal, we'll follow off. We'll fly the needle behind us, so that once the arrow turns around behind us, we're going to fly that for as long as we can for 44. We're going to try to get 44 nautical miles out of it. Once we're there, or about 40 something, we can call into Van Nuys and let them know we're coming in for landing. To get our late breakfast ready, or brunch. How about that? Our Wednesday brunch. Nose dived. Oh, yeah. Did you did you did you lose it? No. It looks like you're still going. Oh, you're stuck at 15,000 or 1,500 feet. Oops. Yeah, it's easy to lose the speed in that plane, I think. It's very, very touchy. It's not an easy plane to fly, that's for sure. But I'm looking forward to the day that I get a PC and I can get the yoke and all that kind of stuff to actually fly it manually. That would be fast. I think that would be absolutely amazing to do. But at least then I can hand fly it and just kind of keep it. But as I said before, when that day comes, we're going to go back to flight school, folks. We're gonna start off and learn how to fly all over again. I'm going to try to break all the bad habits I learned using just the controller. I like to get the yoke, throttle, and rudder pedals, so we do it pretty well. Get it a little bit more realistic. Touchdown loading in. Okay, fair enough. Sounds good. Zash Rocks or Ash Rocks. Looks like they're in the F-18. Well, 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 well. Look who it is. You missed story time, Joseph. I don't know. You must have been all kinds of busy this morning or this afternoon in your part of the world. Just everything. Look who it is. Joseph Adams. As I live and breathe. Oh, yeah, you missed story time already, Joseph. There's you. Young Mr. Addies. Did you get your hair done there, Joseph, for Thanksgiving or for your visit with your nan or whatever you got going on this weekend? I don't know why I said Thanksgiving. You guys don't have Thanksgiving over there. Aha! I know. I remember. You said it in Nick's chat that you had the job center thing and that you were going to go get your hair did. I think the getting your mom some stuff was an added tasking. So more air. Look at this. We had an airfield or is it air base or something right there behind us just a minute ago. In fact, right about there, I think. And we got another one right here. A lot of airfields. We've got thanks for nothing. Huh? I don't understand that, Para. All right. 2.5 miles. So this should be Pomona right here. Let's see. Our attack is right below. Yep. That should be Pomona Airport right there. That could be. Oh, that might be Ontario actually. Nope, that's Ontario, I think. Shorter runway B should be closer to us. The longer one. Anyway, we're right about over our. We're almost there. Either way. Okay, so now we're gonna fly. Oh, nope, we lost the signal altogether. Well, that blows. Wait, I guess it's to our. Oh, all right. 289. Okay, now, yep, there we go. Now it's behind us. Am I looking at the right one? No. Yes. 289. But it feels like we're not flying. Oh, okay, yeah, we do have to turn towards 289. All right, so we got to watch this area here still, because you got these kind of low mountains or whatnot coming into Southern California. So we're gonna try to make sure we get over those. Keep an eye on that. And then, oh, Thanksgiving. Okay. So we gotta. Oops, turning a little too much. So definitely now we've got to start dropping some altitude, because we need to be at about 6,000 feet by the time we get to that fixed point somewhere up in that neck of the woods. Yeah, I know you guys don't. I just, because usually when people go get things like that done, it's like they're getting ready for like family photos for the holidays, all that kind of stuff. At least that's what people used to do. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think many people do that anymore. Oh, I know you were joking. I just when that's what I was saying. Like when Addie said he got his hair cut and all that, I was thinking, oh, you're getting ready to do stuff with your family for Thanksgiving, and then I was like, wait a minute, no, that's not right. So it's all good. It's all good. Not that I don't think Joseph would turn down all the food, though. He'd probably ask for third and fourth, fifths, and sixth helpings. Did he wake up the next day? Is there more food? Might give Amella a run for his money. I don't know. Amella would probably knock Addie's out though, and no, you're not taking my food. Stuff Addie's in a closet and say, here's a roll. Deal with it. It's all fun. Did you have any success at your appointment, Joseph? Was it good? You're not sure? Hopefully it went well for you. So this is going to be the part here that I'm be a little bit worried about. So we're keeping that needle behind us. As long as we can do that, I think we're set for success. We're almost going 7.5 nautical miles away from that vortex now. We still got quite a bit to go. 37, almost 36 nautical miles left to get to our fixed point there in the distance. And we'll turn in and into Van Nuys. Oh, get in front of you. You're fine. Do what you gotta. No worries, Holden. You're fine. Fly the way you want to. It's all good. I want to get past these. I'm really worried about this part here. Part of it is because I don't have, got these clouds here, so they're kind of obscuring them. But I'm also trying to maintain that this needle's pointing behind us here, so that we stay on that track and get us as close to 44 nautical miles as possible before we turn in for our approach. But also, then that will also get. It'll be quite a bit. Are you already there in Van Nuys then? Are you landing there? Or I'm not sure what you mean. So yeah, we still got a bit of time left before we get to that part. But we're gonna have to drop some altitude, but I don't want to drop too much yet. That's gonna be the tricky part. Getting there at as close to the right altitude as possible. And then, so yeah, when we're about 40 nautical miles past that second vortex there behind us in Pomona, and hopefully we keep that signal, then we'll start. I see you. I didn't know if you were already landing there at Van Nuys or if you're just kind of cruising around or whatever. So yeah, it's gonna be a bit of I think we'll be fine. We'll be okay. As long as we can keep that signal for as long as possible, that's the key. Joseph must be having his late lunch. I went silent again. All right. And I'm curious while we're still heading in here. I just want to see. What is the hopefully this is not a race. Okay, it did not. KEM1 KS. Well, that's not too bad. 278 nautical miles, almost 279. Yeah, you know what? That's what we'll do Monday. We'll come up through the South Bay, and then we'll circle. We'll come up through San Jose, head up the East Bay. Oh, and go over near the Bay Bridge, probably the Oakland side, go up and over and back around past the Golden Gate Bridge, down along heading south towards South San Francisco and all that. We'll go to the city and then come back around and we'll land there at SFO on Monday. I'll put together the flight plan for that here later today, just to get that all kind of laid out and how we're going to do that. At least I'll get us to San Jose, and then we're just going to navigate by sight. At least I can, because I know pretty much where everything is laid out of the Bay Area and all that, so I know where we'll be. Almost 17 nautical miles. Ooh, wow, bit of wind gust there. Push the wing, right wing there. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll go up the coast and try to find a way to come up through San Jose that it's a little bit easier for us to deal with. So yeah. Okay, so we're still good. I think we've got more than enough altitude over this part right here in front of us. We'll be fine. All right. So that should be, number I think is somewhere up in here. All right, so we're halfway there now, or just almost halfway there. But halfway at least to the point where I would feel comfortable calling in and saying we're coming in for landing. Because there's so many airports in this area, I want to try to get a little bit closer so it's easier to find Van Nuys on the list. So we can let them know we're coming in. Put the magnum lights on now. Trying to see if we can't kind of spot the airport over here to our left, kind of. Ooh, very bumpy over the mountains here. You get a little bit of turbulence here. Maybe not. You never know. Might be Addie's in the back of the plane jumping up and down trying to shake the plane around. Never know. Alright. Okay. So yeah, we definitely need to drop some more altitude here. Start slowing down a bit. Now the funny thing is, maybe as we get up in this part, it may say contact Van Nuys approach, because we're within their, we might be kind of near their airspace or in their airspace to I gotta start, I don't want to drop too fast. Greatly appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out today. Nice to see you all here. New faces for sure. Nice to have you all here. Try to fly. We fly 4 days a week. Mondays and Wednesdays here in the Junkers 52. Thursdays we're doing a tour of Route 66. Fridays we're going to alternate. One Friday will be a flight in the DC-3 over Canada. We're going to make our way across Canada. We're going to try to go all the way up to Alert, the most northern part, and then come back down and continue our journey. So we're going to go through Yellowknife, Hay River, all that stuff. We're going to go all the way to Alert if possible. That's the plan. And then we'll head towards the East Coast. So, and then alternate Fridays. I'm debating on whether I should do. I think we'll start in South America. We'll start on the East Coast of South America, work our way around South America, maybe in the Twin Beach or something, and then so we may do that, and then and then eventually we'll do a tour all around Africa as well. Maybe the other Fridays when we're not in the Twin Beach or the DC-3, we'll do. We may do like a airliner service or something, just to kind of mix it up. I may pull a flight from FS Hub and do that, and we'll put a flight plan together and fly that. All right, almost 30 nautical miles. We're getting there. So if you want to fly airliners with me, we'll try to do that every so often. Though not everybody wants to fly the general aviation stuff, and not everybody wants to fly the airliners, but we'll do a little bit of everything. Try to mix it up so that do all that kind of stuff. So we may do some flights in Europe for FS Hub for Firefly Airlines, the virtual airline that I belong to over there from Two-Tone Murphy. So that'll help me gain some XP in the airline and also get some flying done. All that. So we may do that. Try to do some interesting stuff. I'm not going to fly on the weekends usually. We may do a surprise once a month Saturday stream. But yeah, I try to keep it down to 4 days a week so I have some time just to unwind and all that. So, all right, 31, almost 32. So we're getting there. Should be. Turning this right, we should be getting there pretty soon. It should be up here in front of us, that fixed point. Even though we can't see it, there's not like a thing that I can look at on the ground and say, yep, there's our, not like the VORs or the anything like that. So I think once we're past this, when we're right over this freeway here, I think we can call into Van Nuys for landing. Then once we call them in, KVNY, yep, that's the one. That's it, holding. Van Nuys, it's oh no, it did erase it. Okay, there we go. Nope. Yeah, Van Nuys. I don't know if it's like a regional airport or. I totally screwed this up by looking at the distance to San Francisco. I should have waited till after the stream was over, and then done it. Yeah, KVNY. It's Van Nuys. Just Van Nuys Airport. Longest runway is 16 right, or what's the opposite number there? 34 left is your longest runways there. Okay, you passed it. Okay. Yep, so that must be it. I think I just saw it right there. Yep, I think that's it right there. All right, so let's see where we're at now. 35. So yeah, I think for sure once we're over here, we'll be close enough, and we'll get ready to call in. So that vortex, keeping that tuned in, helped us get at least a sense of direction. We kept the needle kind of behind us, and so we know roughly where we are, and then we can get ready for landing here. But we still might have the tricky part will be possibly that we still have to get over this. I don't know how. We'll find out here in a moment. So yeah, a few more nautical miles, then we'll call in. So yeah, that should be once we're out a little bit farther out here. So yeah, that's the runway lights that I saw should be Van Nuys there. So where did it get? It might be behind the clouds there. A few more nautical miles. I want to try to get this as close to 44, or at least if we get to 40, then I'll call in and we'll just as we're okay. So now it switched. Okay, so that must be it right there. All right, let's go ahead and call in. There it is, right there. All right. Let's see. And then the crusty salute here in just a moment. All right, turning on 164. All right, here we go, folks. So we're gonna get a little busy here. I need to get the plane on the ground. As soon as that is done, I'll catch up with the chat. Oops. All right, let's turn. All right. Oh, fair enough. All right. Yeah, it looked like we were pretty much right on the money then as far as our altitude. That worked out very well. We didn't descend too fast or too slow, so that should set us up for success here. So let's drop some flaps to start slowing down. Since we only got like 9 nautical. Oh, we turned way late. We got to come back way around here. Yeah, should have turned earlier. That's okay. We got this. All right, let me focus on the landing then, and we'll be back in the chat in just a moment. All right, there we go. Up here so we Holden, you just like disappeared into the horizon there. What happened? All right, now I see you. It was like all of a sudden you just went right behind there. So if you notice this needle behind us, that's pointing to the is it pointing to the vortex over there? Yes, it's pointing back towards the vortex that we flew from there in Pomona. Because I had that dialed in over there on the co-pilot side. So that's why that's there. But now we're dialed in. Oh, no, we're not picking up that signal. That's interesting. It is a DME. So that's all right. Anyway. A little off track here. To the right. Oh, we made it with the fuel. I guess I guessed about right for the fuel today. Good. We would have enough to go around maybe a couple times if necessary. Or if we had to go to another airport here close by, we would probably make it with the fuel that we have on board. The only difference would be we'd probably burn, if we did have to pull out of here and climb, we would burn some fuel doing that. But otherwise, we're good to go. There's one of the localizer DMEs, I think, for coming in the other way, maybe? Look at that. Should be some kind of an aid, navigation aid right there. Alright, let's put this thing on the ground. Still came in a little bit too high. We weren't as flat as I would like to be, because look how quickly we're coming in. That's not how I would have preferred to do this. So we're gonna try to hover a little bit. Hover. Press the speed, cut the engines. Little bump coming up. Here we go. Boom. Look at that. There we go. On behalf of myself and the entire flight crew, we'd like to welcome you to Van Nuys, California. Local time is 6:35 in the morning. We are proud members of, or at least I am, of the Console Peasant crew. Wear that with a badge of honor. That's okay. We'll be back Monday. I believe that is the 28th of November. We will continue our journey here in the Junkers 52, heading up to San Francisco. There we are. We're clear. Come on in, Holden. Runway is clear. Wait for Holden to get on the ground.
Van Nuys ground Junkers Delta, Charlie Delta Lima Hotel 13 taxi to parking. Junkers Delta, Charlie Delta Lima Hotel
Keep an eye on Holden as he's coming in the Tomcat. We made that work. Still coming in a little bit steeper than I would have preferred. We should have been a lot flatter coming in, but that's okay. We made it. It all worked out in the end. Good thing I chose a longer runway. We would have not had enough room there on the shorter runway there. That's coming up here to our left. Good job, Holden. Nice landing. Holden's on the ground. I think once I get to the parking spot here, folks, I'm going to step away for just a brief moment, and then I'll be back and we'll wrap the stream up for the day. So if you want to hang out, or if you got to go and do other things, more than whatever you got to do, if you want to hang out until I get back and wrap things up, that's perfectly fine. Thank you again, Holden, for flying with us today. Or me, I should say, not us. Well, I guess you could say us. Yeah, good stuff. Good flying. Nice scenery along the way. Definitely no Addie's is not, he's not watching. Normally he says good landing or something. Never know with that young man what he's up to. Glad to have you along. Glad you got some time in the F-14, the F-18, and even the DC-3 along the flight today. Park it here. I'm gonna just put the brakes on once we get the there we we almost zapped the ground crew there. Oh, there he is, finally. Nice landing. Well, thank you, Joseph. Better late than never, eh, Joseph? I'm kidding. All right, let me step away for just a moment, folks. I'll be right back. All right. Anyway, all right, I'm back. Let's go ahead and shut this down. Oh, let's get our lights off first, then we'll shut everything down. And you know what we may do even? Let's do this. I want to show you guys. We're gonna. Oops. Let's do this first. The engine's shut off. And then I'm going to sneak back here. Go through the cabin. We'll open up the passenger door here in the back. Let all our lovely passengers off. There we go. Oops. There it is. Oh, you know what they don't have? I thought there was a step or whatever there. Isn't there supposed to be a step that comes out? Hold on a second. Let's zoom in. I thought there was a step or a little ladder thing or something. It's supposed to come with that. Oops. Oh well, I guess not. So you gotta jump on. You gotta jump down. Oh well. We can't have everything. All right, let's see. There's one. There's two. All right, that's the proper shutdown. 2:02. So we were expecting closer to 3 hours. We got there much quicker, of course. That worked out very well. Let me go ahead and put my hours in here. Over on FS Hub. 1228 was our departure time, and we landed at 14:30. And oops, daisy. Where did my? There it is. Submit. There we go. All right. Well, yeah, that will do it for today, folks. Thank you all for coming in and hanging out. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Thank you once again to Holden, Aussie Holden fan, for flying with me today in the Tomcat. Nice to see some inverted flying and all that kind of fun stuff. So I will be back Monday. Let me make sure I'm giving you the correct dates here. Monday the 28th. We will be back at it. We're going to depart from here. You're welcome, Joseph. Glad you made it here before we landed. It's all fine and good. So we're going to depart from here, head up the coast to San Francisco. We're going to come in over San Jose, East Bay, come back around, and we'll put it on the ground there in SFO. So do join us for that. It should be a little bit of a tour flight, but hopefully some nice scenery and everything along the way. So that should be a good time there. And yeah, so do enjoy your Wednesday. For those, yeah, you're welcome, Aussie. Glad to have you along. Anytime you see me on and I'm streaming or whatever and you want to fly, you're more than welcome to pop in. Yeah, always happy to have a few people in the air with me. It's all good. So if you're celebrating Thanksgiving here in America tomorrow, happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy the time with your family and whatnot. Please keep in mind the folks that are not able to be home this year with their families, are deployed service members. So keep them in your thoughts and all that. And I will be back on Monday. Do enjoy the rest of your Wednesday and the rest of your week. Wednesday morning, afternoon, evening, and throughout the week, whatever the case may be. I have been and always shall be your host and pilot, Uncle B. Until Monday, peace, live long and prosper.